simply unbelievable. How proud can one man be?
You are, without a doubt, the cockiest human I've ever met!
That's simple. Because he's the most powerful man in the 7 deadly sins.
I'm also the one who stands at the pinnacle of all races.
Before I kill you, I have to know. What was your name again?
And my name is...
What is good, beautiful people? I'm your host, KingLionOFLocs, and for Anime Month, we're gonna be doing something. We're gonna bring back a classic, a tier list. Last time we did the tier list, we did it on shonen animes. This year, I wanted to do one on characters. So big shout outs to a streamer and a content creator, Lotus Tasakura. He's the one that brought this list up. If you guys want to go check him out, you guys should definitely do. It's way bigger than me. Don't know if it's gonna help him out or not. Doubt it will, but still, go check him out. But he brought up this tier list. I wanted to give it a crack at it and see what you guys thought. So on this tier list, we have Anya from Spy Family. You know what? We're gonna get rid of the ones that I haven't seen, so I don't know who that is. High Key, but I haven't seen that. Don't know. Don't know. Lelouch from Code Geass, but I haven't seen that. I just know the character's name. Evangelion, but I haven't seen that. Unfortunately, I have seen that. I'll have to let that stay. It's the anime where the guy dies but keeps coming back. I haven't seen it, but I know of it. Villain Saga, I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it. Hitman Reborn, haven't seen it, heard of it. Don't know who that is. Okay, so yeah, this list is about to be a lot shorter than I thought. I do see that I need to watch me some more anime. I need to get into Code Geass and Neon Evangelion, because I heard that if you can watch Cowboy Bebop, then you should be able to watch Evangelion. I think you should be able to watch that. Villain Saga, I've heard good things about, but I haven't actually seen it. Hitman Reborn, I've heard bad things about it, but again, I haven't seen it. But for this list, we're going to do it off of the characters alone and not the anime. So things like let's get this one out the way. Goku's character and not the show Dragon Ball Z. So Goku's character is... I'm going to be honest with you guys. Goku's character is very bland. Now the story of Dragon Ball Z is good. Even Dragon Ball is good. This is adult Goku. So this is not even kid Goku. I'm doing it off the pictures itself. So for adult Goku himself, this man has almost caused genocide on his universe. He has let monsters get stronger to then destroy universes and his world. He has fought deities because, why not? This man is a threat to the world itself. Now, does he have good fights and does he solve the problems that he causes? Yes, he still is a... I'm gonna give him a B. I'm gonna give the character Adult Goku a B. If this was like Son Goku, you would probably get an A, maybe even an S, just off the character alone. This is not off of the anime. If this was like Dragon Ball Z, of course, it'd be an A, maybe S, depending on the episode. But for the character Goku himself, I'm gonna give him a B. Anya from Spy Family. So Anya is the telepath of Spy Family. She's the adopted parent. She's the adopted child of a spy. Of a spy and an assassin. She can read minds, and so like her interactions when they say things and in their head they're saying something different, and then she's able to read it, and so like she is like shocked. It's cute. Her character itself is like a toddler too, so like that also boosts into the fact that like she's adorable while she can understand what they're saying and interpret more than what the adults are telling her. Her character, I will give her character an A because I enjoy watching the Anya parts. Now, if it was all three of them, it would probably be definitely an S because that family is top tier family. But Anya herself, she is A. She's like if you do Spy Family and then take out like 99% of the Spy Family, or even I'll say like 80% of Spy Family, you just have the Lloyd and I can't think of the mother's name, and the mother, they would be like the remaining 20 or 30% of the show. She kind of carries it because she's mostly in it more than the actual family. Boruto. Now, this is Boruto before he had his eye slashed, okay? And this is not even time skip Boruto at that. So, for this current Boruto, I'm going to have to give it like the Boruto that cheated, a little bit of the asshole Boruto, even before, like even ugly face cry Boruto. So for that Boruto, you got to get a D. You got to get a D. I'm sorry. If this was even when he got his eye cut, he could be maybe C, maybe late B. Time skip, I give you B. But regular old Boruto, you get D. You get D, and that's being generous. That really is. Deku. So this Deku looks like he has on the gun, the enhancers for his finger blast. So this is at least before or during the Villain Saga arc. So right after Genius and the dude that like breaks things down and reconstructs them. Right before they fight Shigaraki when he becomes when he comes back. Without spoilers, when he comes back, we'll say. So I gotta give this Deku. This is not villain. This is not Vigilante Deku. Vigilante Deku would be S tier. Vigilante Deku S tier. I'm gonna have to give right before the villain, or maybe right before or during the Villain Saga Deku, I'm gonna have to give him because his character is better now. Because before, when he would just cry because he would break his bones, which again, that's like, you know, you break your bones on the daily and you tell me you're not gonna cry, I'm gonna call you a cap. I'm gonna call you cap. But I'm gonna have to give this Deku, fuck it, I'm gonna give him an A. And the reason why I give him an A is because at this point, his character, he has already learned to master, not master, but he's able to stop breaking bones as much with One for All. He's already learned Black Whip, and he's just now learning Float. As well as, if you want to give it, he learns the danger sense too, which I didn't know until just recently, that the creator of My Hero Academia, he made Deku to be like a Spider-Man type character. And you know, I have a poster, which I'll probably put it in here, of Deku Spider-Man, and like I just now realized that too. It just now took me to that. And so, you know, I'm a big Spider-Man fan as well. The fact that he is kind of similar to Spider-Man, and the fact that, you know, that's why he gets shitted on a lot, but he does the right thing for people even though he gets shitted on. I'm gonna have to give him an A. Okay, Daichi, from Chainsaw Man. This man's character, is his only reason for living is to touch boobs. It eventually turns to sex, but like that's manga territory. But right now he just wants to touch titties. I'm gonna have to give him a D. Now, is his fight scenes cool? Is his motivation for living? His motivation for living is whack, but he does a lot for that motivation. You would see the degrees a man will go to just to touch titties. You still gotta get a D. You still gotta get a D. Full Metal Alchemist, Elric, alright. There we go. I'm gonna have to give him a S. I have to give him an S. I'll give him an S because I liked both versions of to say it's off the anime, so I can't do it off the anime. For the character itself, this man, after losing his mother, proceeds to want to challenge God and bring her back, only for God to be like, nah, sit down, little one, smacks him, takes his fucking leg and his brother's whole body. This man was like, no, so you not gonna take not only my mother, send my bastard father away, and then take my leg and my brother? No. I need him back. So either you gonna take something else of me and you gonna bring my brother back, or you gonna take me too. So like the fact that this man went through hell and back and then hell again to at least bring his brother's soul back, to then go on a mission to at least bring his brother's body back, don't even care about his own limbs. He's like, you know what, them shits are gone. I don't even want them back. He goes back to get his brother's soul. And depending on which story you watch, if you watch just the regular Full Metal or Full Metal Brotherhood, like this man was willing to give everything just to bring his brother back in one world, and then another just to lose his abilities to bring his brother back in another world. And like both sacrifices make you at least an S tier character in my eye. Like you did a lot for your people, for literally your people, because he did a lot. Now, talking about doing a lot for your people, we gotta talk about Eren. We gotta talk about Eren, y'all. The Mr. Rumbling himself. Mr. Rumbling himself. Now Eren's character from the beginning half of Attack on Titan was he wanted to get revenge on the Titans. No. Before even getting revenge on the Titans, he just wanted to see what the outside world was. His whole dream was to be free. He wanted to see what was beyond the walls. That all he knew was that the walls were there and that there was nothing else beyond that. Like if you were to go beyond the walls, you'll get eaten by Titans. There's no reason that you want to get behind these walls, because these walls are the only thing that are protecting you, right? The walls do not protect him. His mother dies, his bastard father leaves. We don't know where his father is until he realized that he ate his father. Now this man wants to become a Titan killer. He wants to get revenge on the Titans that killed his mother, right? Okay. He does this. He gets revenge. He kills Titans until he realizes that the Titans are his people. That there are different Titans, in fact. There are like Beast Titans, Cart Titans, Armored Titans, Giant Titans, Attack Titans, and Founding Titans. He finds out that there's a whole plethora of specialty Titans, and then realizes that outside his wall there are a group of people that don't like him because of some shit that his ancestors did. That they haven't done in centuries, in years, in eons, right? And that the only way you can be free is if the people that aren't on your island are dead. You know how small that island is? It's not that small, but it's small enough that you have to now kill everyone else on the world. Everyone else has to die for your island to be free. Otherwise, they're gonna keep coming back and keep trying to fuck with you. At some point, you're gonna be like, you know what? I told you motherfuckers to leave us alone, and y'all won't leave us alone. So now I gotta rumble. I side with Eren. I am a Jaegerist. But you know what? I would have started the rumbling too. I would have did the rumbling quicker than that if I could, because y'all not about to just keep punking us after we chose not to be violent for forever. And then when we decide to be violent, we got years to get back. And these years to get back is coming in full. I'm a Jaegerist. So Eren, you gotta go into S. Whew, okay. I know this anime, it's like a it's not JoJo, it's like a Bobobo type anime where the main character is broken, but he's broken because he does a lot of silly shit. Kind of like a Saitama character, but not as strong as Saitama. I watched it, but not enough to judge it correctly. I'm gonna be honest with you, his character alone is C to me. Cause like I said, he's like Saitama or a Bobo character. It's just not as funny, at least to me. I might go back and watch it some more because I think they're continuing the series. I think the series had originally ended, but they're bringing it back for like a sequel for it, which I don't know why, but I might go back and give it a chance. I still think his character is a C though. Giorno Giovanni from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures Part 5. Giorno's ambition is to rid the world of drugs. He's just Mr. Righteous, but like his righteousness still has an underlining of his daddy, Dio, where he will do any means necessary to get his goal, ridding the world of drugs, even if that means becoming a mob boss. I have to give it up to that for that, because he's, you know, while his reasonings is clouded, he wants to do this for all the good reasons. So for that, I'm gonna give him a B. I'm gonna give him a B only because that's all his motivations is. And we don't really learn that much about him in part 5. We learn about his backstory, but the story of part 5 is about a week long at that. So you can't really base anyone's character off of a week long anime. You really can't. Gon from Hunter x Hunter. Gon is like a Goku character. That's pretty much it. That's all I have for you guys. I've watched Hunter x Hunter up until they start to learn Nin. So I haven't watched the Chimera Ant arc. I just haven't. I'm gonna have to give him a B. For the stuff that I do like about him, he's a kid. So like, he's optimistic. And does that get him in trouble a lot? Yes. He's easygoing and easy forgiving. Does that also get him in trouble a lot? Yes. So like, I really can't fault him on his character because his character is a child and he is a child. So I'll give him a B. Bleach character, not Izuka. Ichigo. There we go. Ichigo's character is like Yusuke's character, which is, well, hold on. Ichigo's character is like Yusuke's character, which comes from, where are you at? Nigga from JK. So if I do Ichigo, whatever I do Ichigo, Urameshi goes up before him and nigga from JJK goes under him. So I will have to do, for the stuff that I've seen and I've watched a good chunk of Bleach and finished the anime, I'll give Ichigo A, to give Urameshi S, to give nigga from JJK B. Only because nigga from JJK B, his anime so far is shorter, and his character, like the parts that he's in, besides like, you know, him saving his friends, that's basically his whole gimmick, is that he's incredibly strong. He's an incredibly strong human that wants to save his friends. Like whenever his friends are in trouble, he's there to save them. He uses his ridiculous strength to do that, and then the fact that he's basically poison proof, that's his MacGuffin. I'm okay with that. My toxic king himself, Inuyasha. I like Inuyasha's character. I like Inuyasha the show. His character though, he's a groomer. I'm gonna call it what it is. He's a groomer. And a bad dad too, because he left his daughter. Damn, I'm gonna have to do it a D. Ichigo. Inuyasha, you got to be a D character. Cold case closed by Conan. So my man Conan has been a child longer than Phineas and Ferb. He's been a child longer than Phineas and Ferb's summer vacation. I don't know how long he's gonna be this child, and not that he hasn't had adolescence. Now one time he hasn't been a teenager, you know, his balls has not dropped yet, but this man was originally an adult, fed a drug that made him into a child. He's been living with his girlfriend as said child and his girlfriend's father, and they've been solving cases. That's basically it. That's basically the anime in a nutshell. They solve cases weekly, and whenever he figures out the case, he knocks out either the father, sometimes the daughter, or the daughter's friend, and he speaks through them to solve the case. Very rarely does he solve the case himself because he is a child, and like they don't really want to throw too much notice that, hey, the man that we drugged is still alive. Instead of thinking that he's dead, he's a child. I will have to give the anime, not the anime, the character himself, I'll have to give a B. I'll have to give a B too. I like his character, but once you realize that there's really not a progressive, like his character does not progress for a good while in the anime, because they just basically just solve cases that are supposed to lead up to the final season where they like get into important shit, you just see him just solve case every day. Like he's basically kid Sherlock Holmes. He just solves cases. Every now and again we get actual storyline plot. Then we go back to solving cases. He realizes that he didn't have that much of a childhood as a when he first was a kid, and so now he does a little bit. He flirts with his girlfriend as a child. It's a little weird. Saying it out loud, he probably should be a C. I'll give him a C. I have to give him a C. Okay, now this one's gonna be a little harder. The main cast of JoJo's, not including Jotaro, but we have OG JoJo himself, Jonathan Joestar. Now, Jonathan Joestar is a golden retriever. This man watched his stepbrother kill his father, tried to kill him multiple times, and then after succeeding to kill him at the end, hugged him and said, "I forgive you," and then fucked off, right? That's his character. As the golden retriever and the original JoJo, you're up there with B character for me. You're like a Goku character because you easily forgave the person that fucked you over and let them get stronger. And for that I can't accept that. Joseph Joestar, and this is like teen Joseph Joestar, and so not adult, not like old man Joseph that did the adultering. This is like fighting cars Joseph. So like he didn't do adultering just yet, so I gotta give him, he gets a bonus for not adultering. I'll give him an A. He has more character than most of the JoJo characters, kind of even including Giorno, because while he was able to do, he was funnier to me. Giorno was more like, I have a set path, this is what I need to do. Joseph, his anime was longer. I think his was longer in terms of actually story wise and in the anime itself. So we saw his character develop from being a snot-nosed brat that learned a little bit of his harming to being a harming master, willing to risk his life to save people that he kind of knew, as well as Nazis too. So he kind of turned it around. He was willing to be the bigger person, I'll say. What's this? Josuke from part 4. Now Josuke is the bastard son of Joseph. He cares about his mother and his friends, which every JoJo character cares about their family. And he cares about his hair a lot. It looks like a fucking steak. But other than that, there was a lot of stuff that we didn't get about his character. Like, we don't know why he made his hair like that. Yeah, you're gonna have to be a B for me. That's gonna have to be a B for me, dog. Yeah, I'll give you a B. Because I still like his character, his stoic character, where he was willing to still put his body on the line to save his friends. But other than that, that was basically about it. He was just the wall character. And speaking of wall characters, we get onto the part 3 JoJo's character and fan favorite, Jotaro. And this one's gonna hurt me a lot, y'all, because Jotaro, this is just regular part 3 Jotaro. This is not part 4, not part 5 Jotaro, or like even at part 5 where he's kind of matured more as a character and not just, I'm just strong and I'm the stoic badass character just to be badass. It's gonna hurt me. I'm gonna have to put you in D. Because you have less emotions and less character development than the golden retriever character that just basically will forgive you no matter what. You won't forgive, and you only care about your mother, and will punch things really, really hard and fast. That's about it. That's all you will do. And while these motherfuckers will also punch things really, really hard and fast, they also have a little bit more character than the strong nigga. Now, Ken Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul. Not to be on no school shooter shit, I like Ken Kaneki's character. Would I put him in S? Probably not. I think that's a red flag, putting him in S. I would probably put him more in A and B, and if that's a red flag, you know what, that I could care less. That's a red flag. I'll put him at the end of it, at A. I like his character. He started off as a shy individual that through some stroke of luck and unluck became a little bit more confident in his character, was able to find actual love, had a little bit of a psycho spree, which we all have, like midlife crisis, we all go through those spells, but at the end was able to oversee his trauma and his shyness, and was able to be okay with who he was, we'll call it that. Now, is that the bare bone of the anime? Probably so. The man also ate people. He was a ghoul, but he was half ghoul. Go watch the anime. It was a pretty good anime. Kenshin Himura from Roni Kenshin. I liked his character. His character reminds me of Vash the Stampede, so of Trigun, where he was a very, very dangerous character, but because of the he saw what happened if he was ever to let loose, or what would happen if people died around him. His character is what happens when, hold on. So this character is like the Vash the Stampede character, where he's a goofy character because he can, if he was ever to be serious, the fight would be over quickly. He is Batosa the Manslayer. He killed like a bunch of people back in the not Civil Arc era, but like the Samurai era, and was not able to deal with the grief of all the killing that he did, decided to not kill anyone. And so now he's a goofball, basically. His character is the type that will get beat up and will be like, oh, I'm sorry, please forgive me, until like people that he cares about is in danger, and then he will cut a motherfucker down. But he won't kill you, he'll just cut you down. For that, I like those type of characters. I'm gonna have to give him an S. I like his character. As for another swordsman from Sword Art Online, Kirito, I'm gonna have to give him a C, because after the first one, he was a shit character. He was a shit character at the beginning of the show, which everyone starts off as a shit character in this list, I would say, except for Anya and maybe Elric. That's about it. Everyone else starts off as a shit character from their pictures. But back to what I was saying, Kirito started off as a shit character, then goes to this virtual world where he becomes somebody, solves the case, right? They finish the game, right? He tries to find love. The second anime starts off, he has to go back into this world, right? Okay, makes sense. He has to get his girlfriend back. He gets his girlfriend, right? Then we have a third one. At this moment, if I was him, I would have so much PTSD. I would have super PTSD. Like, why am I touching any VR headset? Because I'm afraid I'm going to die again. This motherfucker goes back into the third one, and then proceeds to go back into another one, and then proceeds to go and do AR, and then sees people lose their memories, and then decides to go back again into another game. Like, at this moment, I would not even go out. I would not play video games anymore. I would go outside and touch grass. So like, your character, like, I'm gonna have to give you a C. I don't understand it. I really don't. Asuka from Black Clover. I've seen all of Black Clover up until the last episode. I haven't read the manga for it. Probably won't do that. I'll be honest with y'all. Probably won't read the manga of Black Clover. I'll probably just keep watching it. Asuka's character though is D. He is the bastard son of Naruto and One Piece, Luffy, because he just wants to be. He was a nobody that wants to be the Wizard King. That's about it. And he's loud too. But speaking of his offsprings, or like his parents, Naruto's character, I will have to give it a A. And Luffy's character, I will have to give an A too. I'll have all the big threes up in A. Fine, fuck it then. So for Naruto's character, Naruto also started off as like the nobody, like I stated, and you know, through Talk no Jutsu was able to become what he be able to become the seventh Hokage. So that is like progression in itself. He set out to be a goal from being the absolute nobody to being the head of the village, a somebody. He was able to get acknowledged by the people that he cared about, as well as able to save people that he loved. I gotta give it up for him. He has to get it. He gets an A for me in my book, as well as the fact that I do like the Naruto character. All the hardship that he went through, as well as hard shit he went through, you know, I gotta give it to him. Luffy's character, when you first find out that Luffy was just a rubber boy, Luffy up until, I really want to say Luffy up until Crocodile was insufferable. He steamrolled everyone. So like that Luffy would have probably got a low for me because he never had an issue. Then he got into like it with like Crocodile, started to have a little bit of trouble. Then, you know, he lost family members. He was able to find family members, was able to get stronger. And I think around this part, this is the Wano Luffy. So he's already taken, at least in the anime, he's already taken maybe 2 or 3 L's to Kaido. So, and he keeps coming back. So like this man he does not know when to give up. He ain't heard no bell. Like he's gonna keep going at it. So and he fights for his family members and his friends. Like he's a good reliable person. He doesn't really do any wrong besides, you know, realizing that I might need to train a little bit more before I keep coming back and fighting this person. He will take a L and keep coming back. And is really not on no fuck shit besides, you know, just chilling with his friends. So I give him an A. Light Yagami from Death Note. Okay. I don't know if I can get away with having both Jaeger and Light at S tier. Now bear with me though, bear with me. Light's character just wanted to build a perfect world, right? He just wanted to build a perfect world where there weren't any crimes, because he saw this world being broken, where crime is not rampant, but it's still, you know, it's still enough that you want it to be gone. So what does he do? He gets rid of the criminals. He gets rid of criminals. Only at the beginning of it, he's only killing criminals, known criminals at that. Only killing known criminals. And so then, you know, the government wants to do government things and be like, we can't have people taking other people's lives, even if they are criminals, right? Rapists, murderers, arsonists, you know, they can keep doing what they want to do, but we can't kill them. It's wrong, right? So they decide to get a detective to come find who Light is. Now Light has to put things into his own hands, and he has to protect his identity and protect the world from these people from finding him, right? So now he does have to kill people, good people, but originally he was only killing bad people. You know, his character wasn't that too much bad until, like, you know, the government started doing government things. You know, I'm gonna have to give him an S. I'm gonna have to give him an S. An S. We have to give him an S. Soul Eater. So Soul and Maka from Soul Eater. They're yin and yang character. Basically, they're like the yin and yang character. Maka is high-strung, a book nerd, and wants to be a perfectionist. Soul is carefree, and he just wants to look cool. He wants to be cool. Together though, together they are. See, because I've watched the anime. I watched their anime. I read the anime and watched the manga, and it takes two different turns. Anime them is C at best. Manga them is about B at best. And so I'm going with these characters being their anime versions of them and not the manga versions of them. And so I'm gonna have to give Anime Soul Leader and manga C. Speaking of anime characters, Seven Deadly Sins, Meliodas, the Dragon Sin of Wrath, you're gonna also have to become a D. Because while your character in the anime is okay at best, I still can't take it away from the fact that they did you wrong in the anime at the later half of the anime where it started to get good. I can never forgive them for that. If this was a manga, Meliodas, you know, though he is a perv and technically a groomer because he's old as fuck, and like his girlfriend that is actually he waits till she's of age. She's technically younger than him because he's old as hell. I would probably give him a C if it was manga him, but anime him, he'll get a D. Mob Psycho from Mob 100, Mob Psycho 100, Mob, or switch it around. His name is Mob, basically. His name is Mob from the anime Mob Psycho. I watched season 1 and 2 of Mob Psycho, and Mob's character, his character is about the same. He did have a progression at the end of the second season where he's like he realizes that he doesn't have to do everything on his own, that he can trust others, more so able to trust adults. And so he was able to trust an adult with his powers for a little bit of time. And it kind of boosted him up a little bit. He was able to get a little bit more confidence in him. I'm gonna have to give Mob C. Season 3, I've heard good things about. I may go back and watch season 3, but I've only watched up to season 2 of Mob Psycho. And that season, I heard that they also got rid of the voice actor, the American voice actor from Mob. So I don't know if I'll even be able to enjoy it, to be completely honest. But you know, C's a C. I'll give him a C. Nigga from Funi Kuni, you are a C. You're an angsty teenager. If this was the chick, she'd probably get a lot higher, but you basically are an angsty teenager learning how to deal through puberty. That's about it. You have a horn that symbolizes erection. That's about it. You're gonna get a C from me. Natsu from Hunter from Fairy Tail. You are the Goku character, but you use power of friendship a lot. I'm gonna have to give you a D. Ryuko from, actually no. I'll give you a C. I ain't gonna do that to you. I'll give you a C. Ryuko from Kill la Kill. You are the female version of Shadow the Hedgehog, where you're just angsty just to be angsty. You have to get a D from me. Saitama. You're not really in your anime that much. The parts that you are in are really good. He's either low B or maybe high C. At least for the anime. Manga, he gets better. I'm gonna give him C for right now, because we're at season 2 of One Punch Man. Season 2 of One Punch Man. He's a C. He's a high C. I'll give it to him. Fire Force. Shinsuke. Man's lost his mother, presumably lost his brother to a fire, becomes a firefighter to fight the fire. Not really a firefighter, but an anime firefighter to fight the fire and to find his brother. If I give Elric S, then Shinsuke also gets S because he's also going through hell, literally hell and back again to get his brother. So I gotta give him an S. I'll give him an S. You get a D. I've seen this anime. It's not Fruit Basket, but I've seen this anime where this man makes, while good food, the food should not be the things that they show in that food. The things they show in that anime, that food is never that good. It's never that good. You get a D. Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop, you get an S. Not only because Spike is just that damn cool, he's memeable. I say his memes all the time where I says I just love a woman that can kick my ass, as well as do I look like I have a lot of money. People that I can understand why people aren't able to get through Cowboy Bebop, because it is such an old anime that it is kind of slow and jarring. But if you're able to get past that, it's a really good anime. I would honestly say people should watch it. Tokyo Revengers, I've seen it. The man is a crybaby. I've seen up to season 2, and so far season 2, his character is the same. Not really any progression. There's some progression. But you're still a C. My nigga from Demon Slayer. Again, he's protecting the ones that he loves. But is he an S though? Because he really gets saved by his sister and others a lot. While he does put in work, he only gets rescued by others. He comes in with the assist to finish off the things. I've really hardly seen him finish anything by himself. I've only seen him get help finishing things. So you don't get an S, but you will get an A. I'll give you an A. Sailor Moon, for the culture, I have to give you an A. Only because you're better Goku and you're female better Goku. So I'll give you no, that's the anime I'm giving an A. Sailor Moon, you get a B. But because I'll give you you're better female Goku. I'll give you that. And then Shaman King. So for Shaman King, I don't remember the guy's name. But he starts off as a slacker that can see ghosts. He does have progression because hold on, is this the remake? Oh no, this is the remake. Okay, so this is the remake one. Okay, I still gotta take it from what the remake was, and the remake wasn't that bad. Canon, the remake story wasn't that bad. It's just the art design I wasn't a big fan of. Not to say that the original one was any better, because they did make the black characters have big lips and a big ass nose. It's neither here nor there. It's just really just one character, but it's neither here nor there. But for the remake, his character, I did like his character. I really never had an issue with his character. He was like the good guy slacker, where if he put his mind to it, he could do a lot more, but because he had to put effort, he's a Shikamaru character basically. He has to put effort into it. He doesn't want to do it. He's just naturally gifted. So I would have to give him a A. Now let me just go over this just to finalize. I like that. I'm okay with that. Yeah, yep. Don't look at me like that. She's just angsty. She just fights, loses fights, comes back, loses fights, comes back. I feel like because I've actually watched this anime again and I just did a playthrough of it, that's probably was influencing my decision, but I'm gonna stand on that. But yeah, so this is my tier list of my anime characters based off their characters alone. Let me know what you guys think. I'll probably post the link if you guys want to take it down in the description down below if you guys want to take a crack at it yourself. But with all that being said, I've been your host KingLionOFLocs, and this is my anime tier list. Peace, guys.